Hey there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness here with another love connection reading for you guys to see what's really going on in your connection. Choose the word you are most drawn to and click on the timestamp for it in the box below. In this reading, we'll look at how you're feeling towards this connection, what your person's feelings are towards this connection, and what is really needed in this relationship at this time. I'll clarify some of the energies, obtain additional guidance and messages from Spirit, and see what your person wants to say to you. But remember, we all have free will and energies change. And if you haven't joined this awesome crew yet, make sure you subscribe to join our tribe. With that being said, let's get into the reading. Hello to those who picked the Faith Stone. Okay, so for this reading, I've already pulled the cards for your energies, your person's energies, and what is really needed at this time for this connection. What does this connection really need at this time, okay? So for those who picked Faith, for your energies, we have the Nine of Wands. I'm getting, for a lot of you, you're tired, you're weary. There is a lot of it's like you've been through this battle. This is the wounded warrior, right? With all this fire energy that you had, that you've been expending, you've got these 8 wands back there. You've got the Ace of Wands in your hands. But it's like you're praying to God, to the higher source, for more strength. You're praying that things will turn around. You're hoping that this will not be done in vain. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Everything that you've been going through at this time. You may be even trying to put up barriers with this Nine of Wands energy, because you have done a lot. And for some of you, you're not seeing any rewards, any results from this. I'm getting, for some of you, you're losing hope. That's why you're kneeling. That's why I'm getting the feeling where you're hoping and praying, just, I need the strength to continue going forward. This is also for you guys to start augmenting your faith. You're being tested right now. That's what Spirit just told me. This is a test of your faith, guys. They want you to keep going. This has been very tough, but they want you to keep going. Yes, you can take a break, but don't stop here. You're almost at the finish line. It's like this is right before the 10 of Wands, where you had, then it gets really crazy, and then all of a sudden you drop those wands. It's completion, and that's the end of it, and you've crossed the finish line. They want you to keep going here. You are being tested. Your faith is being tested. They don't want you to give up. And you know what the bottom of the deck is for you guys? The Sun. You know what this is telling me? Stay within the light. You have to hold the light. This is like creative life force. This is the divine light, the light of truth. You need more illumination. You need to, you need to heal your solar plexus chakra. Tap into your creative life force. This is the light of truth. This is the divine light that you need to continue to hold to get you through this, to continue to push through in this connection. They don't want you to lose sight of this. Tap into more of your creative energies. Transmute this woundedness, if that's a word, that you're going through. This, I feel pain, this weariness. They want you to transmute that into creative energy. Find something that really lights you up, that illuminates you, that gives you that energy again.
And this, I really keep getting, is tied to creative endeavors, to transmute those lower vibrational energies into something creative, and that's going to raise your vibration. Because right now with the Nine of Wands, your vibration is very low. Okay? For your person, we have the Tower, the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. This is how your person in this connection is viewing this relationship right now. This is how they're feeling in this relationship. So for what's going on with your person, this is incredibly heavy energies with the 10 and the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. The Tower, there's a lot of chaos going on in their life right now. And maybe you're feeling that too because of your energies, your Nine of Wands energies, because your person has been going through a lot of crazy shit. Look at all this heaviness. 2 tens. What I'm also getting is that this is really starting to complete. This, like, I'm done with the stress and the burdens of my life. I'm done with the chaos and destruction. I'm done with this, all these heavy energies causing me to feel stuck. Like I can't do anything. They feel all tied up because of all these heavy energies. And what's going on now with this Tower moment, the divine intervention is coming in to knock all this crap out. They're starting to have this major revelation that things need to change. They are calling for help too. And you know what's at the bottom of their deck? For their overall energies, it's the Ace of Wands. This is that spark. This is the divine light as well, illumination. Finding the strength and the power to live life differently. Live life with more passion, more ambition. This is also doing something more creative, right? Transmuting all of those really heavy energies into creative endeavors, the creative life force. They also need to follow the light and to hold it. See, these hands don't have the Ace of Wands wrapped around it yet. Does that make sense? These hands aren't holding the wand yet. And this is what they're reaching out for. It's like they're crying out for this. I want this new beginning. I want all this chaos and destruction in my life to end. For some of them, with the Tower and the Ten of Swords, they could be going through divorce. Those two cards there can very well indicate divorce. It's wreaking havoc in their lives. And they want this. They want a new beginning. They want all of this destruction in their life to end. It's been too burdensome and too incredibly painful for them. They feel like there's no way out, but they're trying. What they need to do is go find this light, to follow the light within them, because it's there. It's just so dim that they just can't fully see it. And that's where you come in. Why you have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, you have to raise your vibration to help them out of this. That's what I'm getting from that. And then what is really needed in this connection is love. When you're very low vibrational, you're not tapping into this energy. This is the highest frequency of all, the highest vibration. Love heals all things, all wounds. You feel wounded. Your person is dead, not literally, but you saw with the cards, they just expended completely. This connection needs a lot more love. And what I'm getting for those of you who are watching this, who have picked the stone, you need to start putting more love into your situation, into this connection for yourself too. Understanding what love really is. This actually boosts up your creative life force. Again, because this is the highest frequency of all. And in order for you guys to heal, to get out of these really heavy energies, I feel it. It's like I have this pit in my stomach right now. It's very tense. And this despair I'm getting, and there's so much destruction. This connection really needs a lot more love in it. And I think also because you picked the faith stone, you need more faith in this too. That's why, for those of you, for your energies who are watching this, that is a test of your faith. It's probably why you picked the faith stone, because you need more of that and you need more love. And understand really what is going on in your connection. We're going to clarify the energies for the both of you, but this connection is really needing this at this time in order to get you guys out of all of these really heavy lower vibrational energies. All right, we're going to clarify with the mini Rider Waves, teeny tiny cards, since I have teeny tiny hands. Anyway, the Nine of Wands. Spirit guides, angels, galactic families, guidance, seers. Can you please clarify the Nine of Wands for us, please? And thank you. Oh my God. See, Spirit is amazing. Look what flipped over first. The Hierophant. That's faith. As I said, you guys need more faith and judgment. Wow, guys. 3 major arcana. These major life transitions here need to be taking place for those of you. With the Nine of Wands energy. How you guys are feeling towards this relationship. The bottom of the deck is 6 of Cups. This is reconciliation. This is peace. This is kindness. This is forgiveness. That is what is needed. On top of love is really needed. And then 3 majors here. The Hierophant, Judgment, and Lovers. Love will bring healing to this connection. That is really ultimately the only thing that's going to heal this connection and change what has been going on between the two of you. Judgment is forgiveness. I'm getting strongly from this Judgment card, forgiveness. This is also, again, faith. Tapping into that divine light, connecting to your higher self, your guides. I'm getting for some of you need a counselor, a spiritual counselor. It could be a priest. It could be a rabbi. It could be anybody. You may need to seek help and guidance from an actual person, a spiritual advisor, some counselor, someone. I'm hearing from Spirit that you guys need to go seek someone out who can help you, because apparently you guys have been trying to work this stuff out and nothing's working, and both of you have just lost all faith altogether. You got to regain that strength and renew that faith. It's time to forgive, especially for you who sees this connection as with the Nine of Wands energy. And then 6 of Cups down here. It's time to put love, forgiveness, and faith into this. It's time to rise up and listen to what you're being called to do. I'm getting for some of you, you're being called to make the right choice in love. Bring love into the situation and forgive this person. As hard as it may be, I see you've been through a lot. But forgiveness is being called here. I'm getting that very strongly. And you have to have faith. Maintain that faith. But either you seek out help from an actual individual who can provide spiritual guidance, or you start seeking more help from your guides and your angels. Praying more. Asking the guides for help. You can't get help from the spiritual realm if you don't ask for it. Okay? Very significant here. Well, that's probably why I used the mini deck, so you could see them all laid out here. We're now going to clarify all of these energies. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, can you please clarify the energies for the other person in this connection? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, wow. Three of Cups. The bottom of the deck is Two of Cups. This is really revolving around resolution of conflict. Coming to terms with the situation and being vulnerable with each other as to what is going on in this connection. With the Three of Cups, a couple of things with your person. Either there's a third party situation involved. It can be anything. Again, this is a general reading. It can be anything. But this could also be drinking. Maybe this person is undergoing so much stress, so much pain that they're trying to go out and have fun. It could be part of a third party situation. It may not be other people. It could be maybe if there's a divorce going on, it could be caused by someone was having an affair. I'm getting that for some of you, and some of you know about it, and now it's time to forgive. Now it's up to you whether you want to make amends to this. Again, this is just guidance, but love has to be brought into this situation. You can still forgive and still love the person and still walk away if that's what you want to do. It is your choice, but some of you, you're really stuck and you're not sure how to handle this. But Spirit wants you to seek help. Could be a marital counselor I just got with the Hierophant here. But with your person, all this chaos is ensuing right now because, like I said, could be an affair. It's the third party. You found out about another person. Or multiple people. Could be multiple women. But let's not really focus too much on the gender of what this card is indicating right now. It could be other men too. Could go either way depending on your situation. Or it could just be that this person is so broken down and his or her world is crumbling down that they are going out and partying to drink their sorrows away. Could be that too. But with the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I feel that because of what this person has been doing, whether they've been drinking too much or they have got themselves involved in affairs, or they're just, they're not putting their part into the connection and they're just going out and partying too much, having a good time by themselves with their friends, I'm getting, for some of them. But because this has been going on, now they want to make amends. They want to come back and say, I'm sorry. Maybe this already happened and you're like, I'm not sure if I want to do this. They want to heal this connection. I'm getting for some of them with regards to your person. So take it as it resonates. Either way, I'm getting so strongly forgiveness and choosing love above all things, regardless of how hard this has been for the both of you, is what is being called here, okay? We're now going to get some guidance from the crystal angels with regards to this connection. What guidance do you have for those who picked the Faith Stone with regards to what this connection really needs? What other guidance do you have for us
Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Palladian, Sirius. Oh, let's do that one more time. What other guidance do you have for this connection? Here we go.
Suga lights. Own your divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. I'm getting this is for those who are asking about, wondering what's really going on in their relationship and maybe how to fix it. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Yeah, you being in this energy, you're not feeling empowered right now. That's why you have to call your guides and angels, call on somebody for help. Tap into that divine light. Augment your faith. Use the healing power of love in this situation and own your divine power. You're stronger than you think you are. You may have been very codependent on your person. You may be afraid to speak your truth. I'm getting too. You may have been tolerating what has been going on with your person if they have been in an affair or doing the drinking or the partying. It's time for you to step up and be assertive and just say, you know, I'm done with this. Or you can say, okay, one of two things. You can say, I'm done with this, but I'm going to put love in the situation. I will forgive you, but I will walk away, like I said earlier. Or you say, I really want to work on this, but what is going on right now is not working for us. You have to stand in your power. For those of you who are undergoing this really tumultuous connection is what I'm getting. Bottom of the deck is Malachite. Prosperity, there's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So this is telling me that Spirit is here for you. Your guides are here for you. Call in that support. You have to ask. Things are trying to shift. They're trying to get both of you out of this predicament, out of this situation, to heal. I keep seeing the word healing. There's so much healing that needs to be had, done, what's needed in this connection. Yeah, that's why love is there. More love is needed in this. There will be a positive shift. It's trying to happen. It's just that both of you are in these really low vibrational energies. Once you guys both find the light, that creative life force, and bring love back into the situation, things will shift significantly. All right, so what we're going to do now is check the romance angels, see what the romance angels have for us with regards to this connection. What other guidance do you have for us with what's going on in this connection? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh my goodness. They want me to take all of them. Yeah, because there's a lot going on. You deserve love. You are lovable. Yeah, I'm getting this is for you, not your person, because of what's going on. And yes, if this has to do with an affair or the other third-party stuff that's going on, you're not feeling that love right now. Especially if somebody has replaced you with other third-party things. But remember this, you do deserve love, okay? You do deserve it. It is really up to you to stand up for yourself and raise your vibration to call in those people who are at your vibrational match, to call in those people who are deserving of you, who will treat you well, who will really commit themselves to this relationship. Everyone deserves love. But if we're in a very low vibration, we're going to call in the lower vibrational relationships. That's just how the universe works, to be completely honest. So until you change how you view yourself and this situation, again, everything is healed with love. You have to love yourself. You still have to love other people, even though they may have done horrible things to you. Doesn't mean you have to condone it, but you will heal faster and you will feel a lot better about the situation and things when you bring love into the situation. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yeah, maybe all this stuff is going on. Maybe your partner might have lost a job and there's all this chaos and destruction going on in your marriage, in your relationship, and you're wondering where the money's coming from. And it could be causing your person to drink and do other crazy things. They're not thinking straight. Especially if this is an actual male who's the other person. Sometimes that's what they do, right? When things get out of whack and they can't handle their emotions, especially when it comes to money, their career. Masculine energy tends to really tap into focusing on the 3D world. And then when that falls apart, some of them, not all of them, tend to make those decisions. But apparently this is what's going on right now, which is causing all this chaos. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So what I'm getting from this is that everything's going to be okay. This is where you have to be more assertive and find that strength to deal with your person, what's going on. Because if you guys give this another chance, it looks like this person is worth waiting for. That's what the angels are saying. You just got to put love into this situation. Talk it out. Have heart-to-heart conversations. Speak your truth, though. For the one who's in the Nine of Wands energy, which is you, you have to speak your truth and stand up for yourself. You've had enough. You're tired. You're the wounded warrior. But you need to find that light, that strength. You need to heal your solar plexus chakra. It's way out of whack. I'm getting very strongly. It's completely out of whack. And this is going to help you, okay? Because I'm getting, even though I said some of you do have the right to walk away, but what Spirit is telling me that this can be fixed. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yeah, if you're not respecting yourself and you're not loving yourself first, how is anybody else going to love you the way you want to be loved? How is anyone else going to treat you the way you want to be treated? I had this same issue. I had self-worth issues. I didn't really love myself like I should have. And I got that through social programming, conditional, family environment, that type of stuff. And then I realized what I was doing. And I was calling in those relationships that weren't really fulfilling. I had to change my mindset and I had to stop getting to these relationships. I stopped dating for a long time. I haven't been in a relationship in a very long time. But I needed to heal myself and I needed to love myself first. And I'm so much better for it. You have no idea. And I promise you, when you love yourself first, your whole world is going to change. You have to learn how to do that. And then you start calling in the better relationships. And this will also change the relationship that you're currently in, if you are really willing to fix it. And look, reconciliation, that's the Six of Cups. Someone from your past is returning to your life. But what I'm getting, what you really need in this too, is reconciliation. And that's also the Two of Cups energy. You had underneath the Six of Cups, your person had Two of Cups. Those are both making peace, reconciliation cards, right? With the Six of Cups, an older child is giving a cup to a smaller child. With the Two of Cups, two adults are exchanging cups. So it's very similar. This has to be more of a mature kind of situation where both of you are going to have to be very vulnerable with each other, and it's calling for reconciliation. Spirit is saying to me very strongly that this relationship can be saved. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So what I'm getting from this is, once you start loving yourself, when you find your own personal power again, and you speak your mind, you speak your truth, and you're completely honest with your person, and it looks like this person wants to do this too, but both of you that seem to not be on the same page, you are afraid to speak up. Your person doesn't really know how to handle this because he can't handle the emotions. But it's like he wants to say, I'm sorry. It's like, I'm done with this craziness. I have to do something about it. And once you guys actually talk and you are vulnerable with each other and you bring love and you find out exactly why you guys are in the situation that you're in, it will ascend to a higher level of commitment, meaning that it will heal. It will improve. But both of you have to go through the hard part of really speaking your truth and saying sorry. Forgiving is a huge part, like I said earlier, and having that faith that everything is going to be fine. The bottom of the deck is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. You have to pray more. You have to ask for your guides, your angels to help, a marital counselor, a spiritual counselor, rabbi, whomever. Seek help and continue to pray and to have faith. Say to yourself, I am lovable. I am powerful. I am of the divine nature. I am beautiful. I am strong. All of those affirmations are going to help boost your confidence. And visualize both of you having that talk and everything going well. Start doing that as a morning meditation so that it helps you muster up the courage to speak to your person about what's going on. And if you're already visualizing a positive outcome, that will manifest. Your thoughts create your reality. Okay. I'm seeing Spirit saying they have to have more positive thoughts. Change your mindset. This can all be resolved. Lastly, we are going to see what your person wants to tell you right now with regards to this connection. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians. What does their person want to say to them right now? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What does their person want to say to them right now? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is there? Whoa. All right. Look at this. Do you still want me? That's what your person wants to ask you, but is afraid to say it because of everything that has been going on. A lot is going on in this connection. But you know what? Everything's going to be fine. Have that faith. Change your mindset. Think more positively about this. Again, faith, love, and forgiveness are needed at this time. Your person knows, I'm getting, that they've hurt you a lot. They want to make amends. There's some things I'm getting that they want to tell you why they have been acting the way they've been acting. but they're afraid of how you're going to react. They want you to be receptive to what they're telling them, and you have to be listening, truly listening, but still having love in your heart. Not anger, not vengeance, not disappointment. Those are lower vibrational. You don't raise your vibration, everything's still going to stay the same. Fighting, accusing, pointing fingers is not going to help either. So your person is wondering if you still want them. This could also be if this is not like a marriage, or maybe you haven't even spoken to this person. You're wondering what's going on with them because you haven't heard from them, and they're going through this crazy chaos. Yeah, because of third-party energies, and because they haven't talked to you in a long time, they're wondering if you still want them. Maybe some of you already know what's going on in their lives, and you're like, oh my God, they're going through all this craziness. I don't want any part of it. But you have to look at it differently. The bottom of the deck, this is what they really feel. You are the love of my life. So whatever this is for you, however this is resonating for you, they do feel that way. But at the end of the day, this is the most important takeaway of this reading, because love heals all things. It really does. It changes a lot. Changes your vibration, your person's vibration. Watch how everything starts to shift. That's why there's positive shift in this, but you have to bring love and forgiveness into this situation and have faith that things will turn around. All right, so that concludes your reading. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, and for illuminating that thumbs up icon. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out. Hello to those who picked the love stone. Okay, so as you can see, I already pulled some of the cards here. This is your energy. This is your person's energy. And this is what is really needed in this connection, okay? We're going to clarify both of these, that your person's energy and your energy, but let's start off with how you are feeling. This is how you are feeling towards this connection. 8 of Cups. You are wanting to walk away from this connection. You feel unfulfilled. You want to embark on a new journey towards your own fulfillment, what makes you happy. All of these cups that are here, the 7 of Cups, the disillusionment, the cloud of judgment, the temptation of things, choosing things that you thought made you happy, but at the end of the day weren't really making you happy, and it looks like you're starting to realize this now. This is how you were feeling towards this situation, this connection. You want to walk away from this connection because it's no longer bringing you happiness. It's not fulfilling. I'm getting, for some of you, that maybe you got caught up in, and don't take this the wrong way, for some of you, maybe your person may have had a lot of money, or they were just really fun, but they were lacking communication, or they were lacking really being truly intimate with you. It could also be where you may have gone into this connection, or maybe you've been getting into these relationships where you're thinking your happiness is in another person. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. That you're thinking, oh, if I have a boyfriend, or I get married, or, I have this lavish life, or, I have this wonderful thing, this person brings me all this joy and this goodness, that my life is going to be great. But what I'm also getting is, for quite a few of you, you're starting to see that that's not the case. You need to find something more fulfilling. And it's time for you to find your holy grail, your joy. And joy is not found without ourselves. It's found within, not in somebody else, not in another relationship, not in some job that brings us a lot of money just for the sake of having all this money. None of that. The Ace of Cups, I'm seeing the Holy Grail is your bliss, your joy, and that is found from within, your own emotions, what brings you pure fulfillment. And that can only really be attained when you are fully in alignment with the divine and you start tapping into your higher self and really going within to understand your heart's desires, what you truly want, not what anybody else wants, what you think you want, what you think somebody else might bring to you. So you want to walk away from this because you are starting to see that this connection is no longer fulfilling for you. And look, you have 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This could be one of 2 things for some of you. This could be you're walking away from a third-party situation. Maybe there's a third-party situation with your partner. Maybe you have a third-party situation where it's just not necessarily a bad thing. It could be where you now want to create something for yourself. And you see how in this 3 of Pentacles card, that's why I had picked this deck. They told me to pick this deck. And the regular Rider-Waite, there are 3 people. This one only has 1. This is you. You want to build something masterful for yourself. You want to level up. Maybe you want to do something new in your career, do a new career altogether. And this relationship is keeping you from doing that. You may have been trying to find fulfillment with somebody else. Maybe they had more money and you were like liking that because they were the provider and you would get to have all these things and life was great, but there was still something missing. I'm getting for some of you who've been codependent and you want to pull away from that now. Here's independence. You want to build something for yourself, create something completely new. Make your own money, your own abundance. This is creativity here. You want to tap into your creative endeavors, new projects. You have your sights set on something that you really want to achieve. This is like moving on up in the world. You want to do something completely different. Walk away from this life that you have been living. Now for your person, Six of Pentacles. This is how they're feeling towards this relationship. So a couple of things I'm getting. It does, yeah, it seems like this person is the one who's making, this is a wealthy person. Look at all these pentacles here. Very well to do. This person has built a lot of wealth for themselves. They can be very kind and generous. But what I'm getting from this is maybe you want to walk away because this person, how they feel is that they feel like giving you money is going to keep you around. Giving you lavish things is keeping you around. That's why I was picking up on that earlier before I turned this card around. Giving you the nice things. And you thought that that was going to bring you happiness, right? At some point, it does. But then you're starting to realize this person's still lacking other things. This could also mean that your person may be giving more to others than to you. Because in the Rider-Waite, only one person is getting some of the crumbs, right? Maybe you're getting crumbs, and maybe this person is giving more to other people. Maybe this person is giving way more to family. They're so generous that they continuously start helping out people, their family members, their friends. Oh, I need money, because this person apparently has a lot of it. This person probably has a lot of it, and they keep giving and giving, and you're probably tired of it. Like, well, why do you don't have to give to everybody type of thing. Yes, it's good to give, but if people are just hounding you for stuff, and especially if you're not giving the important person in your relationship the same attention. But then again, I think you're really starting to realize that money isn't everything. You're getting to the point where you're saying, been there, done that. And yeah, this also could very well be you're walking away because this person is giving you crumbs. They're not giving you what you need. Either they're just thinking that they can keep you around with gifts, nice dinners, nice things, nice cars, nice houses. But you're saying, I'm done with this. This could also be this person is paying more attention to other people instead of you. We're starting to find that out. Maybe you guys, are dating, and you guys hook up, you guys have a great time, and then this person just goes off and, oh, I'm going to go spend more time with this person, or I'm going to see this other person, and just like running around and having fun, and you're being left out of the cold, and all of a sudden you're saying, well, wait a minute, I'm investing my time here. Investment, but this is your person. This person may very well be investing time in other things, in his money, in other people, and not you, and that's why you want to walk away. So take it how it resonates, because I'm getting a lot of messages there. Now, the bottom of the deck for your person is the Nine of Wands. What I see here is this guy is kneeling, and he wants to ask for forgiveness, even though the Nine of Wands doesn't necessarily mean forgiveness, but I read intuitively. And that's what I'm picking up from this card, because in this deck, he is kneeling, and he's holding the Ace of Wands. And then he's got the Eight of Wands there, like all this crazy stuff going on. Realizing that he wasn't focusing on you. And he's got the Ace saying, I want a new beginning. I want a fresh new start. I want to start over. Please forgive me. I just realized that I wasn't giving my time to you. I was giving you breadcrumbs. I was trying to entice you with my money, thinking that, and there's a stereotype there where, yeah, they think, oh, well, women are so materialistic, and they like men with money, and I'm just going to make her happy just by buying her things and buying her dinner, and not really fulfilling her needs emotionally, and not really being truly intimate with her, not spending time with her, just talking instead of buying shit and going out to these fancy dinners and all these other things, right? That's for some of you. There's a lot of messages I'm getting again, so it could be anything, because this is a general reading. Your person may be just trying to buy you. I just got that from Spirit. That's crazy. Or he's realizing he's been giving too much of his time to other people, other things, and not really acknowledging you. And you're like, I'm done. I'm walking away. But he wants to come back in. He's realizing, oh, what did I do? I want to start over. I want a fresh start. I've been stupid. I'm realizing what I'm doing. That's for some of them, okay? We're going to clarify those, but we're first going to see what is really needed in this connection. And we have worthiness. I'm getting very strongly for those of you who are watching this, and this is your energy, not your person's. This is for you. You don't feel worthy. It seems like you have a lack of respect for yourself. or you have been having a lack of respect for yourself because you continue to allow this person to continue to just please you with buying things, or you continue to allow this person to give you breadcrumbs, as they say, to have this person give more attention to other things, his job, money, people, and not to you. You need to look in the mirror and really be honest with yourself. Is this what I really want? Is this person not giving me what I need, what I truly need in a relationship? Is this person doing this for other reasons? Is this person not attracted to me? Is this person not giving me what I need because I'm not pretty enough, because I am not worthy enough, I'm not skinny enough, I don't have blonde hair, I don't know where that came from, but that just came out. Things like that. I'm getting for a lot of you, you don't feel pretty enough, you don't feel tall enough, you don't feel thin enough. I'm looking at her chest here. Some of you are thinking that your breasts aren't big enough. So it's crazy, I know, but that's what I picked up on. Yeah, this is about you guys. This is what this connection needs, and this is more for you. You need to respect yourself. And I'm getting very strongly for a lot of you, you're not respecting yourself. There's a lot of self-sabotaging, going on. That's why I said all these things. I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not that enough. That's why, my person's not treating me the way I want to be treated. But you know what? In all honesty, if we don't treat ourselves with respect, no one else is going to treat us with respect too. I had to learn this too. And this talks about self-love and self-care. Knowing that you are enough, that you are worthy, you are deserving of love. Don't think that somebody's treating you a certain way, or thinking that they're just giving you things just to make you stick around, knowing that, you like nice things. And yeah, we can all like nice things, but if somebody is only trying to buy us, win us over with material things, is that really love? You might want to ask yourself that question. You are worthy of better people than this. You are worthy of love. There's no need to self-sabotage anymore. You need to start affirming to yourself, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am smart, I am brilliant, I am capable of being loved the way I want to be loved and treated. And if you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't tell this person, hey, you know what, I'm tired of this. You have been treating me poorly. And maybe they keep coming back with that Nine of Wands at the bottom. They're asking for forgiveness. Maybe they continue. I think I said that before. They do something. They don't pay attention to you. They go hang out with friends. They focus on their money, their job, whatever. They're spending more time with people. Even if you're not already in a relationship, if maybe there's somebody, like I said, you're dating, and they keep going back and forth with you, thinking you're always going to be there, and they wine and dine you, and they give you a good time, and they pay for your dinners, and they're very charming. You like their car maybe, and you like driving around with them, and it's a great time, but deep down inside you know that you're not happy. That's why you want to go and find your own fulfillment. You want to build something else for yourself because you're tired of this. But at the same time, you have to look inside yourself because you're not happy with yourself. And if you don't treat yourself with respect, and you continue to allow people to manipulate you and take advantage of you, you're going to continue to get that. It's the law of attraction. Your vibration, because you don't feel worthy, is so low, and you don't feel good about yourself, and you don't love yourself, you're going to get the people who don't love themselves either, because this person probably doesn't love themselves either the way you think they might, or there are other things, other battles that they're dealing with that are causing them to be this way. It seems like they're compensating for something else and they're not respecting themselves. And they have this notion of how a woman should be, how they should be controlled or manipulated. Or like I said earlier, they like nice things. So, oh, well, I'm just going to do all these nice things, but I don't have to do the real love stuff, if that makes sense. You have to stand in your integrity, okay? It's time to put an end to people who are giving you less than what you are worthy of. And it does not mean the person can have all the money in the world, but if they're just trying to buy you, they're trying to just entice you with material things and not give you what you truly need, you got to walk away. And that's how you're feeling about this relationship. You don't feel loved. You don't feel beautiful. You don't feel like the sacred feminine that you are. And you are sacred, okay? The divinity is within you, and you have to bring that out. But you also have to start with your self-care and loving yourself first. That is the first thing, and the main thing you should take away from this reading. It's all about self-worth. We cannot attain what we truly want in life and call in those really spiritually connected, sacred unions, sacred relationships until we master this, our self-love. Okay? Sorry, I got something in my throat. Anyway, we're going to clarify the Eight of Cups. I'm not lecturing. If you think I'm lecturing, no, that's not what I'm doing. Look, I've been there. I have been there. I was a people pleaser, a serious people pleaser. And I was not respecting myself. And I allowed people to treat me poorly because I wasn't treating myself the way I should be treating myself. And that's what happens. Did something flip? I hate when that happens, when I think something flips and it doesn't. Can you please clarify the Eight of Cups for us? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. There we go. Oh, here you go. Five of Swords. You have to stand up for yourself. Exactly. I was saying that. The truth. You have to speak your truth. Right here, the light of truth. Stand in your power. This is divinity right here. I was talking about sacred. You are that sacred feminine. All right? You got to stand up for yourself and walk away. That's what you're really feeling. Some of you are afraid to do it. But it's time to get that power. I'm hearing that your solar plexus chakra needs to be unblocked. It needs to be healed. I believe I have my solar plexus chakra healing meditation on my website. So go to my healing meditation playlist and use that affirmation, the visualization meditation to help you with that, okay? But look, it's time for you to stand up for yourself. You feel defeated, and you shouldn't have to feel that way. It's time to find that light within you and increase its luminosity. You are smarter than that. You're more beautiful than that. You're better than that. This is like this person seems to be manipulating you. There's been betrayal here I'm getting. But this overall is for you to stick up for yourself, stand your ground, and speak your mind with confidence. Okay? Now, for your person, we're going to see why the Six of Pentacles is here. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Why is the Six of Pentacles here for their person? Whee! Holy cow. We've got 4 cards here. The Hierophant, Judgment, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups. Wow. You got 3 major arcana here, and look, a 4th one at the bottom of the deck, Hangman. So you know what I'm getting from this? This is interesting. Yeah. This person, okay, I'm getting this person keeps asking for forgiveness. It's like he keeps trying to resurrect this connection. Maybe you have been saying something. Maybe you have been sticking up for yourself, speaking your piece, your truth, and they keep coming back, trying to win you over. Again, with material things, I keep getting that very strongly for quite a few of you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, something just hit me here. Wow. Okay, this is for some of you. This could oh, all right. For some of you, they're asking for forgiveness because apparently they were married and they didn't tell you. Oh. Again, take it as it resonates. If it's not your situation, it is not your situation, okay? Don't force this. But I'm telling you what Spirit is telling me right now. For some of you, this person was giving to somebody else, and that's because they were married and they didn't tell you. The Hanged Man, yeah, they were just waiting around, hanging out, causing delays. If they weren't, you know, really saying what doing what they said they were going to do, stagnation causing delays, and that's probably why, because they were saying stuff and they had to go take care of something else with regards to the wife that they had. This could also be maybe they have an ex-wife. We've got Hierophant, Lovers, and Two of Cups here. This could be a previous marriage, and maybe they are all of a sudden trying to get back with their ex-wife, their ex-husband, or they have been giving a lot of their money, let's say child support, alimony, to this person, and this ex-wife, ex-husband has been draining them of their money. Maybe that's why the Nine of Wands is at the bottom of their deck over there, because they're just tired. They're wounded. They've been through a lot of battles with this previous relationship. And I'm getting for a lot of you, it's a previous marriage on your person's part. And they may be financially strapped or something because they keep having to give money for the kids to their wives. And it's just pulling them away from you. And they're putting too much attention into this other person, into this ex of theirs. And maybe it's also because they're giving more attention to people. There's like this strong attraction here, right? With the Two of Cups and the Lovers card, there's a lot of passion here. They may be giving themselves to other people because they're very sexually attracted to other people and they just can't keep their thing in their pants. If this is, your person is male, that is. Or if they're female, they can't keep something else in their pants, but you know what I mean. But this revolves around probably something about your person is asking for forgiveness because they keep going back and forth with you. Again, the crumbs. You know, they date you for a couple of weeks one day and then they go with somebody else, and maybe they're just, it's a sex thing. Again, with these last 2 cards here. And then they come back and they ask for forgiveness. Oh, I'm so sorry. But you're like, I'm tired of this. You keep doing this. This is bullshit. And that's why you have this feeling where you want to walk away. If there's something else you're picking up from these cards, I'm getting from Spirit that maybe some of you are picking something else up from these cards. And if it's not what I'm saying and you're getting something else, trust that. That is your intuitive hit, okay? I may have triggered something, or I may have said something that caused you to say, oh, wait a minute, maybe this is what this is. If you're thinking that, then trust that, okay? So, yeah, this is interesting here. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do is see what guidance we have for this connection. What is Spirit going to tell us? What you need guidance on? What guidance do you have for this relationship? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. What guidance? Whoa. What guidance do you have with regards to what is going on in this relationship? Okay. Carpet card. All right. Kyanite. There you go. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. Yep, that's what I said. Worthiness. Self-care is the utmost importance right now. This is for you, the one who is in the Eight of Cups energy. It's time to head towards your wish fulfillment, your Ace of Cups, your Holy Grail. You need to feel more rejuvenated and refreshed, renewed. You need to find that bliss and joy again. And that starts with taking care of yourself. No more self-sabotaging. No more thinking that you're unworthy. No more thinking that you are not sacred, that you are not deserving of love. It's time to change that mindset. Okay? It's time to change. Like I said, this is of the utmost importance. Make time for self-care. The bottom of the deck is titanium, rainbow, quartz, multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. Yeah, okay, one or two things. Your person, there's a lot going on with your person. Which is why this is going on, and you're not happy with it, and you gotta leave that alone, because you have to do you. You have to take care of yourself. There's a lot going on in that person's life. There's a lot. It's causing a lot of things to go on in your life. There's so many other things going on that I'm picking up on, but it's just too many messages for me to talk about here. So there are other things that are going on in this relationship, but it's multifaceted, like it says, right? There are many layers and dimensions to this situation. I'm getting from Spirit, there's way more stuff going on here, but that kind of, goes beyond what I was planning to do in this reading, because I'm picking up on a lot of energies, and even for this particular situation, there is a whole bunch of other stuff that is revolving around this connection. You will need a personal reading for that, but for right now, what's really important again is the self-care. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to get some other messages from the Romance Angels card with regards to this connection. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadians, Sirians. What else? What other messages do you have with regards to this connection? Please and thank you. Oh, sheesh. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay. That would explain the Hierophant card. So, yes, This could very well be both of you are different races, are of different religions. This could also mean that this might even be some sort of twin flame relationship, because this tends to be part of it. And because of what's going on, you want to walk away. But yes, if you are, this is, okay, this may be part of your karmic lesson, where this person, your other person, is treating you like this, and you have to stand up for yourself, because most of your life, you let other people walk all over you. And this is part of this. That's why I'm reading this differently, because this talks about our foundations, our previous false beliefs, our upbringing. And yes, it does tie into our religion, our programming from religion. And I believe because the Hierophant is here, this person may have reservations about marriage, because this person may have been in a very toxic marriage, I'm getting, where all of it was just revolving around sex. And maybe this person is doing what he's doing because he's trying to compensate for something. There's something with the programming with your person that ties into this as well. His previous beliefs about marriage. Maybe he's coming in, he's, giving you the breadcrumbs and just running away, especially if this is a twin flame relationship, because he has reservations about marriage. Maybe he was married previously and he got burned. And he's like, I'm not doing that again. These are all their false beliefs regarding, oh, this person is a completely different race from me, completely different religion. We think things differently. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm getting, for some of you, you're a person, maybe they know about you and they're telling him, oh, well, you can't, get involved with that person. That person is this race. That person is this religion. It doesn't really matter. Obviously, it doesn't. But this is a major factor in this connection right now. Your spiritual path. I'm also getting that for a lot of you, for those who have the Eight of Wands, is how you're feeling towards this relationship. It's time for you to embark on your own spiritual path, to become divine feminine, to be independent and self-sufficient and fully fulfilled on your own. This is the start of your journey, okay? Bottom of the card, the deck is trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. What I'm getting from this is trusting in your spiritual path, trusting in yourself first and foremost. They're calling for you, especially if this is a twin flame relationship, to trust in the fact that what is going on necessary. Holy cow. What is going on is necessary for you to ascend, for you to spiritually grow. This is going to get you to find your self-worth and know that you can be happy alone, that you don't have to be in a relationship to find fulfillment, to find wealth and abundance and prosperity and joy and happiness and laughter, all of those good things that a truly sacred companionship can bring. So when you walk away and you embark on your own journey, this is your journey to union with self, a journey to find your own worth. And you will learn to respect yourself, and everyone will start bending the knee at some point to you when you do this, when you accomplish this. So the self-sabotaging has got to go. You have to start learning how to believe in yourself, to know you are lovable, and to take care of yourself above all things and find your own happiness, okay? So, lastly, we are going to see what your person wants to say to you right now. Oh my goodness. Let me get these out of the way so I don't have them flying off the altar. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. What does their person want to say to them right now? Please and thank you. Oh my God. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What does their person want to say to those who picked the love stone right now? There we go. Holy cow. Please make me the happiest man on earth and give me a second chance. Oh boy. I'm picking up a lot more twin flame. Energy here. I want to marry you. Look at that. That's Hierophant too. That is actually, yeah, this could very well be a twin flame thing, especially, yep, I'm getting that now. Yep. Twin flame stuff here. Forgiveness, life's lessons, awakening. There's a lot of stuff that I'm getting from this now. So yeah, they have not been generous to you like they should have been, giving you breadcrumbs, not, what's the word? Not knowing your value. There you go. They were not knowing your value, or they are currently not knowing your value. And yeah, this could, for some of you, it could be, it could all tie into something with a previous marriage. Take it how it resonates. But this is what they want to say to you. Please make me the happiest man on earth and give me a second chance. And they want to marry you. There's marriage in those cards there too. Okay? Here, I'll do this so you can see them. Look at that. 3 majors there. So what I'm getting from this is, yeah, you need to do what you know is right. And if this is a twin flame thing, which I'm getting very strongly now that it is, this is your journey to union with self. And this person is starting to realize what they've done. I'm getting, for a lot of them, this is a future energy. Some of you, okay, Spirit's telling me some of you have embarked on this already. Yeah, you have already walked away from this and you have spoken your piece. And you've cut these people out, this person out of your life. But this is what's needed right now for the majority of you, though. Some of you have already started this. The majority who are starting to learn about your self-worth and are about to embark on your journey to union with self. And what's going to happen is your person is going to start realizing, oh my gosh, she walked away or he walked away. Give me a second chance, please. And for others of you, like I said, if you've already been embarking on this, they want to return the favor. They want to, they know equal give and take now, and they want to return the kindness tenfold, I'm getting, to those of you who walked away. They're going to be completely generous and kind, but it's going to be in the right manner this time, because they really want you to give them a second chance. And they do want to marry you. That gift there, for those of you who have already done the work, could very well be a ring. It could be a proposal. So it could be lots of things. I picked up a lot of stuff in this one, okay? Either way, that's the most important. Oh, Spirit's also telling me once you complete your journey and your person completes their journey, you still have to make sure that you keep this intact. Your self-care will still be the most important thing out of all things, okay? All right, this concludes your reading. Thank you so much for watching this video, for subscribing, for illuminating that thumbs up icon. I greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out. Hello to those who picked the Hope Stone. Okay. As you can see here, I already shuffled, and I drew some of the cards here. This is how you are feeling towards this connection, how your person is feeling towards this connection, and the energy surrounding what this connection really needs at this time, okay? So we'll clarify these two, by the way, and get some more information. But first, we're going to see how you're feeling towards this connection, okay? We have the Seven of Swords here. You feel betrayed. You feel like something sneaky is going on in the background. There's the fox there, the sly fox. You're thinking that your person is being sneaky and doing things behind your back. They're still lying. Yeah, they're being deceptive, and you're having a lot of deceptive thoughts about it. So, yes, this is lower vibrational energy. There are a lot of thoughts here. You're wondering what is going on with your person. It seems like you are very focused on what your person is doing right now, because I'm getting there's no communication. So you're thinking because there's no communication that they're still doing something sneaky behind your back. I'm already getting from Spirit that they want you to stop focusing on this because looks can be deceiving. You may be feeling triggered right now because of what has happened in the past with your person, and they want you to let go of these energies because this is very low vibrational. Now, the bottom of the deck for how you are feeling towards this relationship is Eight of Cups. You're not fulfilled. It's like I'm walking away from this. You probably feel you want to walk away because you still feel like there's deception going on. This is about finding your own fulfillment and stop focusing on what the other person is doing or not doing. I'm getting very strongly from Spirit. This is about you leaving the past behind and embarking on your journey towards your fulfillment to head towards your ninth cup, your Ace of Cups. It's time for you to not get caught up in your head, and you're moving away from the Seven of Cups too, right? Because Seven of Cups is also illusions, clouded judgment. Spirit is saying that they need you to move away from that. And some of you have been thinking you want to walk away from this connection because you still feel as though you are being deceived. Now, let's check on that, how your person feels towards this connection. Your person has 4 cards. The Knight of Cups, the Three of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. All right. I'll show you the bottom of the deck for your person, the Three of Pentacles. So, a few things here, all right? With all of these energies. This is mainly water and earth, emotions, and the 3D world. So a few things with your person. I'm picking up on a lot of energies here. And then of course you have Three of Pentacles, which is more earth energy at the bottom of the deck. How your person feels towards this relationship. It seems as though he's been juggling things around, or he's been juggling you around. He's very attracted, he or she is very attracted to you. This is the knight who's very charming and romantic, but he likes celebrations and parties and drinking. I'm getting he likes to have a lot, he or she likes to have a lot of fun with you. He's feeling this relationship is more based on attraction than anything else. There's, you know, celebration here, right? Loves spending time with you. But at the same time, he's also trying to manage all these other things in his life's activities. He's also trying to manage his finances, it looks like, or her again, but we'll use he, so I don't have to keep interchanging between the two. He's trying to juggle around the fun he's having with you and the good times, but also trying to build up for himself, because some of them, their finances aren't in order here. I'm getting for, yeah, some of the people in this group. They're trying to level up, but there's so much going on. They're trying to get a handle of this. They're trying to get to this King of Pentacles energy, but they're so caught up in, you know, the funness of this connection, if that's a word. And with Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, again, it's another three. It could be another third-party thing. It could be, yeah, third party with other people. Again, don't get so triggered, because this tends to happen and they have to learn their lessons. Could be third-party situations with their finances too, their career. They're trying to juggle everything. They want to have that fun with you. They want to have fun with other people. They just want to have a good time. And they also want to build a business. They want they're focusing on their money, and they're trying to balance out all these things, and they're having a hard time doing it. So for those of you with the Seven of Swords energy right now, yeah, you feel like you're being deceived. There's something sneaky going on. In the not so great sense, this is because he is trying to do all this stuff right here. It's a lot going on with your person from this group that I'm picking up right now. This is a very lovey-dovey guy, but it's just based off of attraction. And he's kind of like, ooh, you know, a new shiny cup. Look how much fun I'm having with this new shiny cup. Again, don't get triggered. Eventually, especially if this is a twin flame relationship, they have to learn this the hard way. For others of you who feel like you're being deceived and you want to walk away from this connection, it could very well be that this is going on with him where he is healing. He has found his holy grail. He is more in tune with his instincts and his intuition. He feels that he can be more vulnerable with you now, and he's celebrating that because there's success in this and finding the holy grail and healing. Three of Cups is also well-being, from improving your well-being from healing. And he feels very joyful. He feels very happy right now that he has found his holy grail. And on top of that, he's learning to adapt to the changes in his life now that he's been able to become better in tune with his emotions. On top of that, he is now the King of Pentacles. He has mastered healing of the self. He has mastered his manifestation abilities. He's also the master manifester and the master healer. He probably has built a business. He's built a lot of material wealth with himself. He is harmonious with his spiritual and material world. He's really more in tune with nature. and he's better balancing things. He's now able to focus on something, but also have something else going on in the background, but not get thrown into so much chaos like he used to, right? Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck again. He's leveling up. Yes, he is leveling up if he hasn't completed that already. And you're thinking, because you're not hearing from this person, that they're still being sneaky and deceiving and betraying you. But for others of you, he's totally leveling up. And he's building something solid for himself. That's for another group of you. So it could be one of two things. Again, this is a general reading. You need a personal reading to see exactly which one of these masculines or which one of these energies I'm actually pulling. So you trust your intuition and see what is calling to you, but you also have to be honest with yourself. Some of you, you're not being betrayed. Some of you do need to walk away because they're still being deceptive here, okay? Trust your gut or get a personal reading to see exactly what's going on. Oh, wait. Why do I need to shuffle these? I'm sorry about that. It's right here. I'm going crazy. Okay, this is what did I say earlier? What this connection really needs at this time. Commitment. But you know what this is really telling me? This is telling me that you specifically, the person in the Seven of Swords energy, needs to commit more to your well-being, to your health, to your journey. I said earlier, some of you are getting too caught up in what your person is doing because you're not hearing from them. Again, you're thinking that you're being deceived and that they're doing sneaky things. But for the group of these masculines, if they're masculines, the other person, the other group that I channeled was that they are leveling up and they have been working on themselves. They've been healing and they've been building more material wealth and all these wonderful things for themselves. So with this, you have to stay committed to your journey and what it is you're doing. I'm getting very strongly for these particular individuals that some of you are getting too caught up in what your person is doing. And you are losing focus. They want you to refocus on your abundance, on your self-care, on what it is that you need to do, continuing to love yourself, continuing to level up. They don't want you to get into the delusionment of trying to commit too much to your person, trying to heal them, trying to save them, trying to see, hey, you know what's going on? If you need me, you know, I'm here. And I know a lot of us want to do that. I was kind of like that at the beginning of my twin flame journey, but then I realized I wasn't focusing on myself. The whole point of this journey is to focus on bettering myself so that I can achieve union with myself first. That's how this works. So this is not necessarily meaning that commitment is coming. I'm getting something very different from this, where those of you who are the Seven of Swords energy need to be more committed to yourselves and being more committed to having that love for your person, because you're feeling as though something else is going on behind your back. Looks can be deceiving. That's also Seven of Swords energy. And with the Eight of Cups energy at the bottom, you got to leave that past behind, thinking that you are being betrayed. Yeah, they probably have done that before. But for the other group where I was getting that these people have mastered themselves, have leveled up, that's what you're not seeing. And you have to, and this person is committing to themselves. That's also what I'm getting. For the other group that I got here that's leveling up, the reason why you're feeling like things are not happening, there's no communication, and you feel like things are going on behind your back, is because your person is committing to themselves first, which is exactly what they need to do. Especially if this is a twin flame relationship, okay? Either way, even if it's not, if this person really realizing that they need to work on themselves, let them work on themselves. You have to allow them to better themselves, especially if they took the initiative to do that. That's really huge. A lot of people don't do that and they still stay stuck in their ways and they never change for the better. this person is committed to healing themselves. And the King of Pentacles is there. So it looks like the commitment that they've been in right now, they haven't been committing to you because they've been committing to themselves first. You don't want this person to go back to who they were before. Again, especially if this is a twin flame relationship, okay? That is why you're not hearing from them. That is why you think something else is going on. You're being deceived. You have to walk away from those illusions. You're deceiving yourself is what Spirit wants to say. You got to walk away from that. And you need to focus on committing to what it is that's important for you. Your self-care, your betterment, your ascension, your healing. Don't worry about what the other person is doing. You're seeing here that for some of the people on this side have been committing to bettering themselves. But for others, you have to walk away because this person is not there yet. And this is about you committing to yourself first and foremost, and not trying to change that person, not trying to continuously get their attention and keep them in your radar, okay? There's different groups here, right? Again, this is a general message. If you want to know exactly what's going on, the personal reading is really going to help you get more insights exactly what is going on here. And then the bottom of the deck is you have abundance here. This is about finding your own abundance. For the other group, the people who've been working on, for your person who's been doing the work, they're finding their own abundance, and this is phenomenal, okay? Because they're really, really leveling up and doing their part in their journey. For the others, where they're still, you know, being Casanovas and just having fun and getting caught up in the 3D world and trying to balance all the other stuff in their life, they need to start focusing on their abundance too. And this is also for you, for those who are in the Seven of Swords energy right now. Focus on your abundance. And it doesn't have to be material. This is your well-being. This is being abundant with healthy friendships, other platonic relationships, going out in nature and feeling abundant with the world around you, feeling abundant spiritually, emotionally, materially, and mentally. So what we're going to do now is we're going to clarify the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Okay. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family. Please clarify the Seven of... Holy moly! You got the Seven of Swords twice. Oh my goodness. With the Hanged Man. Bottom of the deck is Two of Wands. You think this connection is at a crossroads. You think you're stuck. You feel stuck. For some of you, you're not. And again, the Seven of Swords and Hangman clarifying the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you guys really think something sneaky is going on. What? There's been delays. This person's just hanging around in a tree doing whatever. This is more stuck energy. You're thinking something is going behind your back, which is why nothing is progressing. You think nothing is progressing. For some of you, you are not at a crossroads because for some, your person is leveling up at this moment. They are committing to themselves, which is why they're not committing to you, which is why you think nothing is moving forward. For others of you, this is Spirit calling you to get out of this stuck energy because you're just waiting around. You're just waiting around because you are still being deceived, because your person is still trying to juggle and balance out his life. He's still trying to balance out his life because he's juggling things too much. He's not sure of what he wants. He's just having fun right now. Again, there's two groups here that I'm getting. But this is crazy that the Seven of Swords came out twice. So for those of you, I think the majority of you are really thinking that your person is doing something behind your back. Looks can be deceiving. This is part of the journey where you're not supposed to be knowing exactly what your person is doing all day, every day. They have to go through their journey alone. And as much as, you want to help them, they're not fully going to learn their lessons and stop wearing a mask until they hit rock bottom. I'm having issues speaking today. They hit rock bottom and they really start waking up to the fact that they can't be wearing this mask anymore. You don't have to know everything. As you can see, for some of you, your person has been doing some serious work, some serious leveling up, creating for themselves, doing it alone, and achieving mastery in so many things. So if you're wondering what's going on, I've been waiting for forever. There's some sneakiness going on. Nope, that's not what it is. For others of you, this person, is just hanging around, and you are being deceived because they are wearing a mask. And yes, it is time for you to walk away now. It's now time for you to commit to yourself. So take it as it resonates, because I'm getting two groups here. We're now going to clarify the Knight of Cups and all the other energies. Can you please clarify the energies for their person? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, can you please clarify the energies for their person, how they're feeling towards this relationship? Oh my goodness. Okay. A whole bunch of cards came up. Spirit's like, nope, I have to pull these out. You have to read all of these because it's significant, so I will do that. Let me show you the bottom of the deck. This is King of Wands. Guys, can you hang on 1 minute, please? I'm so sorry to do this to you for this reading, but apparently I need to plug in my phone. It was not plugging in this whole time, and the battery is about to die. Okay, fixed it. Crisis averted. All right, so bottom of the deck, the King of Wands. He's the King of Light. He's the master of spiritual growth. This is what your person, especially in a twin flame relationship, needs to achieve before sacred union occurs, okay? That's for one of the groups here. We have 10 of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and back to the 10. Okay, this is applicable to both groups that I was picking up. Again, take it as it resonates. I will reiterate that the personal reading will really explain which group you're dealing with regards to your person. Here we go. This is crazy, I know. The Four of Swords is back there if you don't realize it. Anyway, there's a reason why they wanted me to take all these cards. Why? For the first group, for those whose person is doing the leveling up, it's basically they are putting down those burdens. They're almost at the finishing line. They are coming into this connection now seeing things from the eyes of a child. They have renewed energy, excitement, passion, restlessness to communicate with you with what they have done, with what they have achieved. They have been tapping into their creative endeavors and have like a renewed sense of passion and love for life. With the Queen of Swords, they have cut out all the bullshit. They have cut out all the people, all the karmics, all the crazy chaos that's been going on in their life. They've learned from their lessons greatly. And they have found the Grail, Holy Grail. Like I said, with the Knight of Cups, they found the Holy Grail. They found their ultimate wish fulfillment. They understand what this connection is, that this is a divine love. This is a truly spiritual connection that was gifted to them from the divine. They see you as a gift from God. And now that they see this, they are, their cup is running over with emotions for you and for this connection because of what it has done to change their life. Their life has turned around. The wheel is turning in their favor. They have found good fortune. They have built something for themselves, kind of with the King of Pentacles energy. They are really leveling up, and they're changing, not changing their fate maybe, but they're following their destiny. They're finally following their destiny. Why? They have discovered their own self-worth. They're fulfilled. They feel free. They're more independent than they've ever been. They've built this wealth on their own, and they're very proud of it. They're living in the lap of luxury, if that's what they call it. And they're feeling fantastic. And this is what has been going on this entire time. With the Eight of Wands, this has been a swift leveling up is what I'm getting from Spirit. They have changed greatly, and they have done an incredible amount of work to do this at this pace. This is also saying that they're getting ready to communicate with you, and it's going to come out of nowhere, and you are not going to recognize this person because they have healed tremendously. They took the time out to heal. That's why you haven't been hearing from them. They had to spend a lot of time reevaluating what they did in their previous lifetimes, probably, what they did to you in the past, what they did to other people in the past, and why they were in the predicaments that they were in to begin with. And because they've done all of this work, master of spiritual growth, enormous spiritual strength. For some of you, your person has become the king of light, and that will lead to physical sacred union. Okay, for the others of you, if you remember all the cards that I just said, he's being silent because he's still trying to play around. He's, you know, having fun in this relationship. He doesn't know what to do. There's too many responsibilities in his life, which is why he has the Two of Pentacles in here, right? It's right here. Okay. Kind of acting like a little kid, probably. There's like too much going on. I just want to stay in my kid-like energy. I'm not sure. That's why he's been silent. He's not doing anything because, well, I don't know. I really have fun with this person, and I'm not sure how this is going to go. And maybe they've said some really harsh things to you. They were very honest. And maybe they were trying to say that to keep you away. Who knows? They could have cut you out for a reason because they're like, deep down inside, they know what they're doing. Okay, I will say that. Their emotions are running high because they're still trying to figure out, oh my God, like I've never felt a connection like this before, but I'm running from it because this is too much. It's too stressful. I have too many responsibilities. I can't say anything because I'm just too caught up in my 3D world, and I'm still trying to have fun. It's like kid energy I'm getting for the other group. Karmic cycles for this other group. They're dealing with their karma, and they want to be independent right now because they're totally afraid of what this connection is really, really about because they've never experienced it before. And yeah, sudden things. There's a lot of activity going on in their lives. So there's a lot of craziness, and they're just enjoying their independence. Some of them are just enjoying the money that some of them have already. and they don't want to lose it. Some of them don't want to lose that good fortune that they've built for themselves, because maybe they got burned in the past with a previous relationship, a previous marriage, and they lost their money. I'm getting that for whatever reason. But that is for the other group. And with the King of Wands at the bottom, this guy can be, you know, very charming. This is a hot dude right here. This guy knows how to work women. I didn't want to say that, but it came out my mouth. And, you know, I've been channeling, obviously, so it is what it is. This is the shadow side of the King of Wands, that Casanova type of energy, and he likes to wine and dine, and he's like, so he could be very, very good looking and very muscular and just like sexy all around, up, down, sideways, and just this super charming person. That is for the other group of you as to how they are thinking, how they are feeling towards this connection, okay? Again, trust your gut. And if it is this person who's still kind of like, oh, coming in and out, I'm just having fun in this connection, go do your work. Commit to yourself, okay? I cannot stress that enough, if that is who you're dealing with right now. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to get guidance on this connection. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Syrians. What other guidance do you have with regards to what is going on in this connection? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. All right. We have Moonstone. Heightened intuition. I was talking about trust your intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. Okay. Again, this goes for the two groups that I'm picking up. And I kept saying, whatever I was picking up, you have to trust your intuition. And that's exactly what Spirit is confirming right here. Be honest with yourself. Be extra aware of those hits that you are getting with regards to this reading. Use Moonstone Crystal to help you heighten your intuition. I'm getting for a lot of you, you already know which person you are dealing with. And you have to be honest with yourself. Whatever intuitive hit you get, that's it. That's the person that you're dealing with, and that is what's going on with them at this time. Bottom of the deck, gosh, is Garnet. Purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. Yeah. This is actually going for, this is for the both of you. For some, your person is trying to release, you know, all of that crap that's going on in their lives. They're going to start to come to realize that. For the other group that has been doing the work, this is what has been going on. Purification and detoxification. Leveling up, removing what no longer serves them, right? And this also goes for you. Time to release the lower vibrational energy. That's Seven of Swords energy. And Seven of Swords came out twice. If this person is still goofing off and not taking you seriously, yeah, walk away. Go focus on yourself. Commit to yourself. Commit to your union to self, your journey. If you're thinking this person is still betraying you, still being sneaky, you need to release yourself from that. That's lower vibrational. Because with the other group, the person has leveled up tremendously. Okay. Again, take it as it resonates. Trust what your heart is telling you. Now, we're going to get some guidance. More messages from the romance angels, I want to say. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Syrians. What else can you tell us about this connection? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Syrians. Please reveal to us for our highest good. What other messages do you have for us with regards to this connection for those who picked the Hope Stone? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. This is very applicable to both groups, whoever your person is. You have to stay optimistic, especially for those who are thinking that your person is still being sneaky and being deceptive. You just saw that they've been leveling up. Seven of Swords is negative thinking. Seven of Swords twice is excessive negative thinking. Get out of that mindset. Change your vibration, raise it. Start thinking positive thoughts. For those of you who are still dealing with this Casanova type person, they're still telling you to stay optimistic and still be positive, because you know what? This rejection is protection. Thank you, Spirit. This is happening for a reason, and this is supposed to kick you in the butt to start going on your path. Okay. Start going on your path. It's time to commit to you, not to commit to trying to fix this connection, this relationship, not trying to change the person. The person has to do that on their own. But stay optimistic, because especially if this is a twin flame relationship, this is necessary before union. Physical sacred union can occur. Okay? Either way, regardless, throughout life, you need to maintain a positive mindset, no matter what gets thrown in your way. It's hard to do that, yes, but once you practice that and you master it, those negative thoughts will disappear in 1 second, I promise you. That happens to me every now and again. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna. Something happened to me today, this morning, and I got a little bit bent out of shape for a good minute and a half, and I said to myself, nope, I'm changing my mindset. I'm going to have a positive outlook on this, and that was it. And you're done. So we're going to see what your person wants to tell you right now. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Palladium Sirians. What does their person want to tell them right now? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What does their person want to tell them right now? Please and thank you. Does their person want to tell them anything? There we go. It's like they want to say something, but they don't know what to say. Oh, I forgot the bottom of the deck for the Remnants Angels heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Not only is this honestly discuss your feelings with each other, but this is honestly discussing the feelings with yourself. Being honest with yourself as to what is going on in the situation. And for others of you, for those who had your person has leveled up, this is what's coming. Stay optimistic, because the communication is going to come in, like I said, with the Eight of Wands, Page of Wands also. Be optimistic, because this is coming. For others of you, this is being honest with yourself as to this person who's coming in and out of your life and being Casanova-like. So this is what your person wants to say to you. Being near you feels like home to me. I want to spend time with you. The bottom of the deck. Every day I pray, God, please bring her back to me. All right. I'm getting, this is for both of those groups that I got for your person, okay? Whether or not they're trying to come in and out, they're really trying to balance out a lot of stuff, and they're still trying to learn what this connection is all about. But they do want to spend time with you, and it's like every time you guys are together, if you've been together before, it's nothing like they've ever felt. You do feel like home to them. And for those in that group who they're just trying to juggle and they're coming in and out, they're not sure and they're just enjoying the funness of you, it's scaring the shit out of them. They want to spend time with you, but then it scares them because I'm like, why does it feel like this? This is scary. I have so much going on in my life. How am I supposed to deal with some connection like this? I thought it was going to be a fling. I'm not sure how to handle this. But both groups are feeling like this. And with the bottom of the deck, where please bring her back to me. Yeah, they start getting worried because some of you are like, no, I'm done with this. And that's what Spirit's wanting you to do. For those whose person is coming in and out all the time, and they're still juggling things in their life, yeah, it's time for you to commit to yourself. Your person's going to figure it out. But in order for them to have this all the time, they're going to have to do the work. And they're just hoping that every time you come back and come back, or some of you have been coming back, but I think for now, a lot of you, after watching this reading, who haven't fully walked away yet, you're going to do it now, because enough is enough. And it's time for you to focus on yourself. For the others of you, yeah, they know that they haven't spoken to you in a while. They're picking up on those Seven of Swords energies very strongly because it came out twice. And they're just hoping that when they communicate with you and they tell you everything that has been going on, and that they have completely leveled up and mastered themselves, mastered their healing, they hope that you will give them a second chance. Because this is how they feel. All of your persons feel like this. It's just at different capacities, I guess I should say, in a sense. But they want you to know that this is how they feel about you. They don't want you to leave. But for those who still haven't done the work yet, they're going to start figuring out what you mean to them truly. For those who've done the work, they're hoping when they come back in, completely new, that you will take them back. Okay? There we go. It was longer than I expected, but I wasn't expecting to pick up all those energies, but I wanted to make sure that I conveyed all of that to you because Spirit wanted me to mention all of that stuff. All right, so that concludes your reading. Thank you so much for watching this video, for subscribing, and for illuminating the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.